Princess Diana's former butler Paul Burrell admits he aided her bulimia, and says he slept in her wardrobe with her clothes after she died. Princess Diana's former butler Paul Burrell has admitted he aided her bulimia by giving her gallons of custard to eat. The former butler was previously criticized by William and Harry for writing a tell-all book about his life in the royal household. But he is set to speak about Diana's eating disorders in Channel 5 documentary In Therapy, Paul Burrell, in return for a £10,000 fee. The butler will also reveal that he slept in the princess's wardrobe with her clothes after she died, and tells of her soft and warm corpse. In the program, a therapist says, "I know Princess Diana had an eating disorder, it was very well reported." Burrell, 59, replies, "And I'd help her with that. I'd get the chef to prepare a gallon of custard and I'd buy yogurts and lots of bananas. And I'd prepare the room for her to make sure she was comfortable. Make sure there was a pile of towels. I was doing my duty. I would have done anything for Diana." When asked why he didn't try to stop the self-destructive behavior, the former butler said, "I wasn't able to challenge what was happening. I couldn't tell her what to do. I could be there, I could put my arm around her." Burrell yesterday claimed Diana always knew that he was gay before he came out because of how well he chose her outfits and jewels. He came out in March 2017 but believes his sexuality was implicit in his relationship with the late Diana when he served her. Appearing on Good Morning Britain on Friday, Paul said the princess was comfortable with his sexuality because she never saw sexuality or race in people. He revealed how he kept a secret doll hidden in a shoebox when he was growing up, which he likens to keeping his sexuality hidden. Paul served Diana from 1987 until her untimely death in 1997, and confessed he should have had therapy as soon as she died. Paul struggled with his sexuality while growing up in a mining community in Derbyshire, admitting that he kept things hidden from his father. He said, "I was the son of a coal miner in the north of England, not allowed to express his sexuality. Do you know I had a dolly in a shoebox and I hid it in the gas cupboard. My mother knew, but that was my secret, you see. That was my sexuality I'd hidden away. I never realized that." Despite coming out almost 20 years after Diana died, Paul admits he enjoyed keeping secrets with the people around him. "I think in my world, in my life, to gain someone's trust, to gain that bond, I learned that we could trade off. If you look after me, I'll look after you, and that's the way it went," he said. "And that's the way it went all my life with my wives, with the Queen, with my mother, with Diana. It was the same pattern." Paul, who has written 4 books about his time working for the royal family, says he should have had therapy as soon as Diana died. "I needed it 20 years ago, really. I mean, no one said to me, 'Do you need help?' I had this huge burden of looking after this icon of our times in her death. I sat with her the night before she was buried all alone and talked to her. No one said, 'Paul needs help, let's get him some help. Are you okay?' Nobody said that, but I needed it then," he confessed. "Going into therapy for me with Mandy, she brought out things that I never realized. She brought out my sexuality and why I kept it a secret, and she said to me, 'This is why you had such a strong relationship with Diana. This is why, because you've attached yourself to strong women all your life, and I never realized that.' Did it ruin my life? No, I am blessed. What an incredible, unique, inspirational human being the princess was, and I was her friend." Good Morning Britain presenter Richard Madeley condemned recent documentaries about Diana's life, particularly Channel 4's Diana, in her own words. He said, "I think it was disgusting actually for her comments about her sexual relationship with Charles and their sexual habits. It was utterly outrageous. That was crossing not one line but about 10. But Burrell insisted that he wasn't exploiting Diana's death, saying, "To tell you how inspirational she was and how unique she was and how wonderful she was, I don't think that's crossing the line." This video created